Hi, my name's Mark and welcome to the channel. Today I'm coming to you not with a winding video, but with a video where we're going to work through an idea for an upcoming project and also with a chance for you to win some yarn. So I've recently hit 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube and I'm super grateful, super humbled by that, and I've planned all along to have giveaways at these milestones, so I'm giving away some yarn. Stick around in the video to work through an idea with me and to potentially be the recipient of this yarn. Let's get into it. In front of me, I have some yarn that I wound in a previously recorded video, but I don't think I've released it yet. I think I might be winding this yarn with you next week, or maybe I'll never wind this yarn with you. Maybe things just get out of sync and I'll wind something else next week. So this is the yarn I'm working with today. It is Cricket from Kelborn Woolens. Kelborn Woolens is an American company, I think based in Philadelphia, and they have really beautiful American wools, and Cricket is a merino wool in between a fingering and sport weight. It's not precisely one or the other, and you can see it's a tweed. I'm a big fan of tweed. If I end up posting this winding video, I think I talk about it a lot. I love tweed. I think it's really playful. I think it's cute. I like the element of the specks and the color and the rustic quality of having bits of stuff in the yarn. I think when I'm winding this yarn, I say something like, it looks like you got shoved down into the dirt and you stood back up with your beautiful sweater, and now it's got bits of leaves and twigs and dirt in it, which doesn't sound nice in reality, but I love the look of tweed. Do with it what you will. So again, this is Cricket from Kelborn Woolens. I'm going to show the tag here. And I also talk in the winding video about how this is a sort of fragile fiber. It's lightweight enough that if I pull on the strand, I'll show you here with the black. If I get to the end of it and I give it a tug, it's going to break so easily. If I'm pulling on any sort of wool and any sort of acrylic, it's going to break. If you are a crafter, if you're a knitter, a crocheter, you know that if you pull on your yarn, you can snap it. You don't have to have scissors with you. So this yarn is especially fragile. Like some recycled fibers, some cottons, if it's not 100% cotton, but maybe it has a lot of other elements mixed in. I know the yarn Remix from Barocco, it's a very fragile yarn, especially the lightweight, the DK weight of it. If you pull, it kind of puffs into a cloud of smoke. And that's not to say that this yarn isn't resilient. I think once you work this yarn up into a project, once you've crocheted your stitches or knit your stitches, you're going to have a really strong fabric, and it's not like your project is just going to tear apart or disintegrate. It's just the strand itself. So I have this yarn wound. In front of me, I have my color scheme, and this is for the Enniskillen vest. Let me make sure that I'm saying the name of the pattern. It's just called Enniskillen. I'm not exactly sure if that's the pronunciation, but it's a vest. I'm going to pop it up on the screen here. And it's designed by Courtney Kelly. And I like the look of it a lot. This was a sample as part of a trunk show from Kelborn Woolens that was featured in my local shop, Around the Table Yarns, for a couple of weeks. And so I got to see this garment in person. And I think I'll pop a picture of their sample up on the screen as well. And I liked it. I've talked in other videos about how I like vests. I like the idea of knitting something that is maybe a little more flexible with when you can wear it, what season, what weather. And a lot of my sweaters, I love to wear sweaters. I love to wear something that shows my workmanship. But when I go somewhere with a warmer climate or it's summer, I don't wear my sweaters. They get packed away for the winter, or for the summer, and they stay packed until winter. So sometimes I like to work on a vest because It's a different style of garment, and potentially it's something I can wear in springtime, in fall. I could wear it in the summer, especially if it's made of something that feels light and breathable. So all of that to say, I've decided I'm definitely diving into this project, and in front of me I have my colors. So my background color, my main color, is going to be this, I don't know, this off-white, this cream. And let me pop the tags out so I can tell you what the colors are. This is light gray, color 58. And then the main motif, the sort of arrows that are present through the sweater, are going to be in this tealy green. And that color, oh, these tags are in there, is called Ocean. Ocean, color 426. So we have our background and then our main motif. And then the other accent colors that are kind of minimal in the design, I'll pop it back up on the screen, are the black and the rust. I really like this rust. I have several skeins of it with the hope of doing another sort of slip over, maybe something textured, very simple, very rustic looking out of the rust. So those are my colors. I'm going to jump into this project, but the reason I bring all this up is because I have a grand plan. I have a special idea, which I've been told by some friends is a terrible idea. And I've been told by others, yeah, is a decent idea. I should explore it. So I'm going to share my idea with you, and I want you to let me know. Well, I say I want you to let me know. I do. I want to hear your feedback. But if you think it's a terrible idea, be nice about it. Don't tell me I'm the dumbest person alive for this idea. So what I'm thinking is, in place of some of the arrows that happen on the sweater, I want to interpolate. I want to not extract, but I want to insert a couple of cats. And I don't want this to be a full-on cat sweater or cat vest. There are lots of nice cat vests and sweaters out there where you have an enormous cat or you have a million cats. I love that. But usually the things I make, I try to have them be somewhat muted in their effect, whether that's the color choice or the design choice. I try to have things that will look somewhat classic so that ideally they will be in style for decades, that I can wear them for the rest of my life and not feel like, oh, whatever choice I made for that sweater is now passé or just feels out of place. Which, you can wear stuff you've made, you can wear style that doesn't speak to what's current fashion, but this is just me. This is the way I normally try to determine my color choices and the projects I'm making. I want something that's going to look somewhat flattering on me, and I want something that I can wear with a lot of other garments, with lots of different color schemes and in several different settings. It's something I could wear for a slightly dressy event. I could wear it every day, not feel out of place. So all of that to say, I feel similarly about these cats. So I'm all worked up talking about these cats. I am thinking of taking some sort of homemade cat motif and putting it in place of one repeat of the arrows and having it happen sporadically. That could be one singular cat that happens maybe lower on the body, maybe on the back, where it's, you turn around and it's like, oh, there's a cat on your sweater. So it might just be one. It could be a pair of cats hanging out on one part of the sweater. It could maybe be more cats happening in that sequence for the one vertical bar or horizontal bar happening just at one point on the sweater. Or a friend suggested, what if I had a couple of these cats and they could be different charts? The cats could be doing different things. I could have one down low on the front and another over on the side and another kind of on the shoulder, which seems cute, seems whimsical. I'm scared to look at the camera because I feel like I'm already being judged. That's my idea. Those are the things percolating that I want to decide upon. And well, the trick is that I want to start this sweater soon. So that's why I think I'm going to bump this video up. I'm going to put this video out soon. and maybe save the winding video where I spent time winding this Cricut for the next week or 2 weeks after. Or I might scrap the Cricut winding video completely. So let me know your thoughts on the cats. I'm going to sit down with you and I'm going to try to chart out my cat just to show you what I mean. So I have the pattern for the sweater. I'm not going to put the pattern on screen because it's copywritten information. I'm not trying to just share somebody's pattern, but I know from the pattern that the portion I would like to fill with a cat is 20 stitches wide by 9 stitches high. So let me see, my ring light from above is causing a glare on my iPad, so I'm going to turn that off. And now should be able to see my iPad. Let me zoom in. And what I'm hoping for is to create this 20 by 9 block that I can fill with some sort of cat. So we're just having a little idea conference here. So I need 20 wide. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then it's 9 stitches high. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's the top. Let me do that on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's my parameter. That's my little box for the cat. And currently the pattern is something like, little zigzags and little stars. But I want a cat. The cat that I'm imagining is something like a cute little outline. So if I have a back leg, it comes up to a tail. Maybe he's like arching down, and then his little head comes up here. And then he's got his front paws. That looks really spooky. I feel like I'm somebody in the medieval period trying to draw a cat. Have you seen these cats? I'll see if I can find like a public domain one to put up on the screen. It's like these people have never seen cats before. I don't want the cat to be facing us directly. I think that's too aggressive. I'm not looking for an aggressive cat. Like, he's kind of cute, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let me make this pen bigger. So I want something to the side, some sort of profile. And maybe it could be like, there's the tail. Oh gosh. The other thing is that I'm not good at drawing, so it's pretty spooky. Oh my. Oh gosh, you didn't even see it happen. That one looks like a seal or sea lion, like a mermaid cat. But I think this idea is what I'm looking for. So maybe I have one cat kind of reaching down, and across from it is another cat sitting up or reaching up. So let's try this general cat, and I'm just going to see what I can do with the chart. So I know that this is the amount of stitches I want because that's the space with the other motif, and I've seen this motif in the pictures and I've seen it in person, and I like the balance of it. So I think whatever cat I do will fill this block. It doesn't need to be a cat 20 stitches wide, but it could be a cat filling part of it, and then there's a little filler, some sort of little X or cross or star or kite. Oh, it's challenging. So when I do these charts, I used to do a lot of charting when I was just learning how to knit because I thought it was fun to make your own patterns. And I just start by drawing what I want. And then after I have the general shape, I go back in and try to fill it in block by block. Oh, I feel like he has a million legs. That is scary. So Let me take some away. I think I need to look at a picture of a cat. Let me pull up something that I can look at just to remember what a cat looks like, since we have that luxury. I'm just running out of room for my cat. So maybe the cat needs to be slimmer here in the middle. This is more of what I'm thinking. Like, there's our little cat friend. Again, he looks so scary. It's hard. Maybe this isn't what I need to be doing. I think I might need more space to fit this cat. So when I made these patterns previously, I would use stars to fill in these blocks. And then you can get an idea of where the actual cat will be. I don't hate this shape. I think that's kind of the shape I'm going for. So I get rid of these little sketches. Let me try to replicate this. That's 5 across with 1 space, then 2 more. And then above that, it's coming 1 out. Filling in all the way. I feel like my friend who said I might not have enough space is right, unfortunately. When I come back through with these stars, you can see I don't think there's enough definition. I would have to leave something out. You know, like the eye needs to be a different color. So maybe there's the eye. But it doesn't look like a cat. It's a little sad. So maybe this isn't the pattern that gets cats. Maybe I wait and I put a cat into another pattern. I don't want to interrupt the sequence of this chart from the designer. I think it's already, I think it's already really balanced. So maybe this isn't the sweater that gets a cat. I don't want to interrupt the spacing or the sequence that the designer has already created. It's such a traditional, classic looking pattern. So whatever I do, I want to keep in that framework. If this were a fish, I feel like it's easier because you can do this sort of, general fish shape and it's so wide, but a cat maybe ends up being taller. Unless I sit and try to figure out a cat that's wider, that's maybe lying down flat. Maybe it could be stretched more and have its paw out in front of it. We'll see. Let me know. Let me know if you know of great cat charts that already exist, or if you're good at charting and you have an idea. Let me know of something that might fit from a 20 stitch wide, 9 stitch high, just using some of that. It doesn't have to be that wide and that tall, but it can't be any more. So let me know if you have an idea, and I'll keep thinking. But for now, I do want to jump into the sweater. I'll at least get started with the ribbing and get the body going, and then I think when I get to the point where I want to have a cat added, I might pause until I figure this out. So I'll keep you posted on what happens there. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is my yarn giveaway. I'm so excited. As I said before, I'm so humbled to have anyone subscribe to me here on YouTube. This is always something that I wanted to do, not necessarily with knitting or fiber arts, but I wanted to have some sort of connection to people out there in the world, and I wanted to make videos. I felt like it would be fun to learn how to do it and to experience this, and I am having fun. So thank you. Thanks for being part of it. Thanks for watching this video. So for those of you who've taken the time to subscribe to the channel, I can't tell you how much it means. A lot of people on YouTube say the numbers don't really matter, and I'm sure that is true to an extent, but it does say something that someone sees a video and for whatever reason they feel connected enough to that channel or that person to say, I want to come back and I want to see more of what you're doing. So thank you for doing that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you like spending time with me and you like the general things I talk about, I would appreciate you subscribing. So in honor of reaching 5,000 subscribers, I'm doing a yarn giveaway, and I've planned to give away Sweet Georgia, one of my favorite types of yarn, a full skein of Sweet Georgia Tough Love sock, and a party of 5. So let me take this out of the plastic so that we don't have the glare, and I can show you the yarn up close. Sweet Georgia is one of my favorite companies, one of my favorite yarn producers. My Painting Bricks sweater from Stephen West, it's on the shelf behind me. It's made from Sweet Georgia Tough Love sock. So if you're not as familiar with the different weights of yarn, just because something is a sock yarn or a fingering weight yarn does not mean that you can only make socks with it. People use sock yarns for everything. You can use it to make amigurumi, stuffies, sweaters, shawls, socks, shirts, blankets, doesn't matter. Something you can also do with sock weight yarn if you don't like working with a lighter weight fiber is you can double it. So you can double it up, and when you put it together, it essentially becomes a worsted weight yarn or a sweater weight quality. So that's something to keep in mind in case you're the person who's interested in this yarn and in case you're the person who wins the yarn. So in front of me, I have a full skein. This is the color London Fog, and it's a really pretty sort of lavender purple. It is still a neutral. It's not so pigmented that it just hits you in the face as purple. It's got a lot of gray, a lot of white to it. I think the colors are a little truer on my front-facing camera, so you can see it's still neutral, but it's pretty. If you're a purple person or a lavender person, I think it's a really gorgeous color. And then the mini set, this is what Sweet Georgia calls a party of 5. And they do these party of 5s so that you can do color work projects. You could have contrast for your heels and toes if you're doing socks. And it's nice, they put them together either in gradients or just coordinating colors. And all of the party of 5s come from their colorway that exists in full skeins. So if you see a color you love in this video and you're not the person winning the yarn, you can look these colors up and you can find them from Sweet Georgia. So the mini skein set includes Twilight, which is very pretty. I'd say this is definitely a variegated. It's got, some striping to it with all the shades of purple. Black Raspberry, similar to Twilight, just bringing the level up quite a bit. Cassis, more of a solid, but still some dimension there. Sangria, back to something that appears variegated, if you see those browns in there. And Amber Ale. This is the lightest of the bunch, and it's another variegated. So all of these yarns are meant to work as a fade or coordinating colors, and these are hand-dyed yarns. So everything from Sweet Georgia Tough Love Sock is technically a hand dye, meaning you get a lot of variation. It's not just a solid yarn. There's a lot of dimension to it, which is fun to see how that works up both in knitting and crochet. So here they are all together, and I tried to find a full skein that coordinates well with the minis. Actually, my friend Allie picked these colors for me because I have a lot of doubts when it comes to picking colors. So I always get friends to help me for my own projects, or in this case, for a giveaway. So you can see the colors there. One of the reasons I love this yarn is because it's such a tidy fiber. And what I mean by that is that the strand is pretty tightly plied. And there's really not much halo to this. If you see the strand, it's not fuzzy all around. You can see a couple of individual fuzzes, but it's not a cloudy, plumy, halo-y fiber. It's a very tidy yarn, and it also has a nice sheen to it. This is 100%, well, it's not 100%. Let me look at it. It is a superwash merino yarn with nylon, and that's what makes it a sock yarn. So it has the nylon for strength. It's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. The minis have 105 yards each, and they're 28 grams each. The full skein is 115 grams, and it has 425 yards. So this is the equivalent of having 2 full skeins and the equivalent of having something like 900 to 1,000 yards. So you can do a lot with this. It would cover quite a bit of a project, or maybe multiple projects if you're doing smaller things. Let me think. I think that's all I wanted to say about that. So that's the yarn, Sweet Georgia Tough Love Sock, a Canadian company, hand-dyed, beautiful colors, really well-performing yarn. So for the giveaway, I'm asking that you follow me here, be subscribed to me here on the channel, and then follow me on my Instagram, only because doing a giveaway through YouTube directly is tricky because I don't have a way to send you a message. I don't have a way to really connect with you individually to get your shipping information if you're the winner, etc. So it's much easier to do that on Instagram, where we can connect via a direct message. So follow me here on YouTube. Go follow me on Instagram at MakerMarkKnits. The link is in the description box below, or you can just search at MakerMarkKnits, and you'll find me there. Just to recap, to be eligible to win this giveaway, subscribe to me here on YouTube, follow me over on Instagram, and then find my post. It should be the most recent Instagram post. It'll be a picture of this yarn, of the Sweet Georgia giveaway, and leave me a comment. It doesn't matter what the comment is. It could be, hey, hello, something more specific. It could be about the yarn. Whatever you want to say, leave it there on that Instagram post, and a week after this video has posted, I will select a winner from those comments, and I will reach out to you on Instagram. That's it. For this giveaway, you can live anywhere in the world as long as you are able to receive a small parcel through some sort of shipper, either UPS, FedEx, etc. So once I have that post up, once this video has been released, I'll wait 1 week, I'll sift through those comments, and I'll pick at random. I usually do a number generator, gives me the number, I scroll through and choose that comment based in its order, and that'll be the winner. I'll reach out to you via Instagram, and we'll arrange where you'd like the yarn shipped. All right, I think that's it for this week's video. I'm sorry there's no winding. Thank you for interacting with me on these Wednesday videos. It's been fun for me to post something that's more real time. That's me sitting down, talking to you about a project, about yarn, about a life experience. And I really, really love the engagement. I love how many comments I've gotten on these videos. It's exciting to get to know you. And I said this in another video. I've had more comments coming in, so I'm not able to keep up with responding to all of them. I might be able to catch up at some point, but if I'm not able to, please know that I read everything you post, even the really mean stuff that some people decide to post. So I'm reading what you have to say. I love seeing conversations happen in the comments. You know, someone shares their story and other people tag along to say, that's exactly what happened to me, or that was my first project, or hey, we're in the same part of the world. You know, where do you like to shop for yarn? I love seeing all of this happen. So thank you for the positivity. Thank you for all of the ideas, all the recommendations, and all of the support. I appreciate you spending this time with me here on the channel. Again, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe for future videos, leave me a comment, let me know about the cat chart, let me know about your favorite yarn, let me know what's going on with you. Thanks for watching, happy knitting, happy crocheting, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.